Hello, card collectors. This is R.A. Rowell for ThePit.com. Today we're doing a little bit different kind of episode uh, of our video series. We're going to be taking a look at an individual player. So today we're going to be looking at Noah Syndergaard, the Mets pitcher better known as Thor. Of course, the big news about him is that he will be undergoing Tommy John surgery. He has a torn ulnar collateral ligament in his right elbow. So he will be missing the entire 2020 season and likely the first month or two of the 2021 season as well. This is a huge blow to the New York Mets. Of course, the Mets have a very strong rotation. They have guys like Jacob deGrom, the reigning NL Cy Young Award winner. They have Marcus Stroman, and they're also hoping for a rebound from Rick Porcello. So losing Syndergaard is a huge, huge blow to their playoff hopes. Of course, that is a very difficult decision. The division, the NL East, with of course, the world champion Washington Nationals, the Phillies have gotten better. Of course, there's the Braves as well. The Braves do have some pitching questions of their own, as well as the Phillies. But, of course, the Phillies now have Zach Wheeler. So, to pick up the slack of Wheeler leaving, the Mets were really leaning on Syndergaard, and now they're going to have to really rely on Steven Matz and Michael Wacha to pick up some of the slack left by his absence. And even the Marlins are better this year, so that's a pretty tough division. And even though the Mets had the best projected rotation in the National League East, and in fact, I believe in the entire MLB, I believe that Fangraphs was very high on them this year. Losing Syndergaard is definitely going to knock them down a few notches in that regard. So we're going to be taking a look at Noah Syndergaard's cards. So in general, the hobby tends to shy away from pitchers, and you can kind of see that with his base cards here. We have his 2013 Bowman Sterling Prospects Auto. We have his 2015 Bowman Chrome rookie card. This is his rookie card in the major leagues. His first Bowman card is from way back in 2010. So, of course, Syndergaard originally drafted by the Toronto Blue Jays. So, I'm sure the Blue Jays would like to take that and trade back now. But of course, they can't. But you might notice that his Bowman Chrome draft refractor autos are actually fairly expensive. His gold refractor, even in BGS 9, sells over $400. So the big question is Syndergaard worth holding, or should you be selling his cards? And that's something we'll take a look at here just in a little bit. So first, we'll take a look at Noah Syndergaard's 2010 Bowman Chrome Draft refractor auto graded PSA, not PSA, BGS 9.5. So the Pit currently does not have any of these for sale. The Pit is buying at 100. One trader on the Pit is buying at 110. We did have a few of these sell last year. We had the last one we had sell for $249. So this card was actually listed on eBay for about $300 before the news, and now that he is going to be out for the next season, those cards have dropped to under $200. So if you are looking to get out of your Syndergaard cards, the Pit would be a great place to do that. Of course, you can send them into the Pit and set your own price. You don't have to just set at 110. But this card is already seeing a significant decrease in value. Obviously, when a pitcher goes out for an entire year, that's obviously going to hurt. However, one card that the Pit does have in stock right now is a BGS 9 Gold Refractor. These are extremely limited edition. Whereas the regular refractor is numbered to 500, the gold refractor is numbered to just 50 copies. So there was one of these listed recently on eBay for $300 or a best offer. And the Pit is offering $250 for this card. Considering that this card is literally 10 times more rare than the regular refractor, you would expect that this card would be going for a lot more than that much. But again, because he is going to be out for the season, the 2020 season, and possibly part of the next season, even a BGS 9, could be a nice. This card could actually be a really nice pickup. If you believe in his ability to bounce back from Tommy John surgery. And of course, plenty of pitchers have come back strong, sometimes even stronger than before from Tommy John surgery. There are plenty of examples of this. So if you're looking to pick up a card of Syndergaard right now, you could put in a bid on the Pit for this card. And if you have a BGS 9 to sell, a BGS 910 auto to sell, the Pit would be happy to acquire that. If you prefer to collect Syndergaard's first Bowman card, his Bowman Chrome first Bowman, there is one available for $175 and 6 more available for $225. But there's also 102 holdings. So if you put in a bid, the current bid right now is $135. So if you put in a good bid, you could actually pick up a vast quantity of these. So if you like to collect first Bowman Chrome lots, there's also some regular Bowman paper versions of this card available for around $125. Typically, the Bowman Chrome tends to be the more valuable of the two, and people they tend to be more fluid. So these are near mint raw copies. And if you prefer to spend a little bit less, the Pit does have quite a number of the Bowman Draft paper version as well. There's 5 available for sale at $1.20, and there are also 35 more holdings. So if you want to put in your bids on this card, you could actually pick up a good number of these at a very low cost. So if you're someone who likes to collect a bunch of these lots and get them graded, these obviously can still go for a decent amount of money. Hoping, if you're basically betting on a strong return for Thor, it might not be a bad idea to pick up some of these first Bowman cards and get them graded, because the Pit prides itself on having sharp copies of these raw cards. So if you get enough of these in PSA 10, you're definitely going to make a nice profit on his return. So if you want to buy these at the Pit and hold them for a while until you decide you want to take delivery of them, or if you just want to hold them, in order to flip them later, because the Pit has no transaction fee, you could hold these for free as long as you want and then flip them later. And as long as you're making more than a 10% profit, you can cash out with profit. So that's one strategy you could take. You could put a bid on these cards, see if someone is willing to liquidate some of their copies of this card. So the Pit does have quite a few of those if you're looking to do that. Obviously, much more efficient than eBay, because there's no shipping involved. You can get a better deal per copy. So definitely, if that's the route that you want to go, this is a good time to do that, because with the news that he's going to miss so much time, I'm sure that plenty of people will be happy to unload some of these copies in order to spend the money on something else. Or if you prefer, some people really prefer to have the card with the actual rookie card logo. So this is his 2015 Bowman Chrome rookie card. This, of course, features him with the Mets, where his first Bowman card depicts him with his original team, the Blue Jays. So some collectors, especially Mets fans, may actually prefer this card to the first Bowman. That's definitely an interesting debate within the community, which is more valuable, the first Bowman or the rookie card. And in this case, it may actually be the rookie card. As you can see, the Bowman Chrome rookie card is being sold at $250. And there are 22 holdings of this card. So this may be another card that you might want to buy a few copies of in order to hold for a later flip, if you want to hold these, for a year or so, or if you want to instead take shipment of them and get them graded and then resubmit them. that that could be another option. And lastly, we have Noah Syndergaard's 2013 Bowman Sterling Prospects auto. So this is in between his first auto and his rookie card. And what's great about this card is that it does feature him with the Mets, which is a plus for Mets collectors, and it's also an on-card autograph. So these Bowman Sterling cards have actually been pretty good sellers on the pit. While Bowman Sterling is not as popular, of course, as the Bowman Chrome autos, they do hold some value in the market. And in some cases, these autographs are just so much less money, but they're still valuable cards. And again, his first Bowman auto, of course, shows Syndergaard with the Blue Jays, whereas, of course, the 2013, this was after the trade, after the Blue Jays traded him to the Mets. This card actually does show him with the Mets. So this card does have a lot of value on the secondary market, but you can get these for around $15 to $20. And if you are interested in trying to make a bid for this card, the Pit does have 18 more holdings of this card. So again, while he's going to be out for the next season, this might be a good time to acquire these in advance. And of course, I'm sure that there's still plenty of Mets fans out there that will still be buying these cards. So this could be another nice play. In fact, for me, this would probably be the best value play, would be actually this card, because not only does it show him with the Mets, um, but it's also an on-card autograph, and it's very rare that you're going to find on-card autographs for a player of his stature, for this low amount of money. So definitely, if you, to me, the best value play for Syndergaard would be these Sterling prospect autos. So lastly, we'll take a look at the volume of these being traded on the pit, and the by far the first Bowmans have been the highest sellers, and then of course the autographs. So yeah, what do you guys think of Noah Syndergaard cards? Are you going to be selling your cards? Are you going to be holding them, or are you waiting to look to buy at a reduced price as collectors decide if they want to continue holding those cards? This could be a really good buying opportunity. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, and hope that maybe you can use the Pit to take advantage of his injury. Chris Sale is another guy who we may look at as well. Another guy that's in a similar situation for a big market team where he's also having Tommy John surgery. So let us know your thoughts on buying pitchers when Tommy John surgery is announced. We'll be back with many more player card videos. Let us know who you would like to see us profile on the Pit. This is Ari Rowell signing off. Happy collecting, everyone.